afternoon or brunch time or breakfast. Do you know what we're making today? We are going to make omelets. How exciting is that? So, in order to make omelets, we need a filling, and that's what we're going to start with. I've got half a pepper today and a shallot. So, let's dice that up, shall we? I'm just going to cut them up like so. Some hot sounds, huh? Okay, dice this way. Okay, and then I'm going to just chop like that. So that looks great. So we're gonna go to the next segment, which is the actual omelet part. When I make omelets, what I like to do is to kind of prep stations because everything's just like fast. So, since I said that, I have a little bowl whisk here for the omelets itself. I have my spices. I have all the things I'm gonna put in there. So I'm just gonna crack some eggs. So when I make omelets, I use about 3 eggs per person. Such a mess every time I do it. Oh, I think I got a shell in there. No! Oh, I got it. Yay! Got the shell! Yee! Okay, so you got your yolks in the bowl. Next you're gonna add some spices. This is traditionally what I like to do, so I'm gonna add a little bit of paprika, freshly ground pepper, and I'm going to add a pinch of salt. And then a lot of cooks, when they make omelets, they say you don't need the cream or milk. I love adding milk. Just a bit, like a splash. If you add too much milk, it's not going to bind properly. So you have your spices and your dairy product in there, and next you're just gonna break up the eggs and just whisk. And the texture we're looking for is like foamy. You just want all the spices and everything to be binded. Looking, and I think I'm gonna have to replace. Okay, so that's ready to go. You're gonna put that aside while you do the other components. So I'm gonna bring you over there. Now we're on this side of the kitchen. I have my vegetables that we cut up earlier. I have my shredded cheese here. Today I'm going to be using cheddar. It's for a little bit more sharp, nutty taste. Look at me thinking like I know anything about cheeses. First thing we're going to do is we're going to saute the veg. So I'm going to put some oil in the pan. We're going to heat that up. I turn the knob to like a medium-high heat. And then I have some spices that I'm going to add to the vegetables. So in today's pantry, I've got seasoned salt, Italian seasoning, and I'm feeling kind of spicy today. So I grabbed some chili pepper flakes for myself. So when you're making a meal like this with many steps, you have to be very aware where everything is. So I know when I start cooking that I'm gonna keep the veggies here. I'm gonna move the eggs that we whisked earlier later, and then once I wanna put everything together, I'm gonna move the plate here, but I'll go just have the plate close to me so I can just quickly put the omelet on the plate so it looks nice, right? Here. And don't put this away. We gotta put the vegetables back in order to put it back into the omelet when we're done. So I don't put it in the eggs. I make like a almost omelet pancake. I kind of fry one side, fry the other side, and I will put the filling in, cheese, and then flip it, and it's done, right? So I'm gonna add my seasonings now. just add, oh, it's coming, is it coming, is it coming, boys and girls? Chili flakes, they're my fave. Love heat. Put this on everything. I put it on pizza, put it in pasta. I just want life to have a little touch of heat, you know? People think that omelets are so tricky. But I think it's all about having the proper tools and patience. And in the words of Julia Child, you can always put it back together. I've messed up so many omelets, but I've always been able to fix it somehow before I flip it to the other side. It smells so good in here already. And I'm hungry! One of the joys for cooking for yourself is that you have complete control of what goes in here. And portions and everything. And make everything from scratch. It's a little bit something very, a sense of accomplishment, if you will. See what I'm talking about? It's going back in this bowl. Put the oil on. Ooh, almost dropped it. And I'm working with around 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil for the omelet before you put the omelet on. And this is where the tricky part comes, so pay attention. I'm gonna take your previously whisked omelet. In the meantime, like before, like somewhere in between, you have to time it properly. And I did this. Like I put a little bit of tomato, a little bread there, some butter, so that way it's easier for you when you plate everything up. So back to this. Okay, so you're gonna put it in. Make a beautiful sound. You're gonna get rid of the bowl. As it's frying, depending on how your stovetop is, I'm gonna kind of move it around every so often as it cooks. Because if you don't, it's gonna be an uneven omelet. Now it's just a matter of patience. I would estimate, I don't know, a couple minutes per side, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. It's really just based on your eggs from here, but the edges here, you kind of want it to start changing color on the edges, but this is no indication that it's ready to flip. You have to wait a little bit longer for this to become a little bit more less liquidy, and then you can flip without breaking it. I can't guarantee that it won't break, but it'd be easier to flip if you just be a little bit patient. And another thing is, this spatula is perfect for something like this. It's a lot longer, and it's got like a bent part to it, so you can kind of like scoop it under and then flip it. It makes it so much easier on yourself. If you use a standard spatula, it probably wouldn't work as well. Baby, I'm in love with you. My legs hurt from running earlier. Oh, see that? You can't really. So one or two things happen. You'll be able to flip this or you won't. So you kind of want to ease it on the sides here. It's still really liquidy on that side. Just so it's not. There you go. Oh, that's a good sign. So I like to move it around like that. Easier to flip on the thicker side because you can't make it completely even. Then you're going to use your spatula and you're going to try to stick it under like so. Grab some confidence and you're going to flip it. 1, 2, 3. See, mine broke a little bit on that flip right there, but do not fret. You did it. You got the one side. So while this part is cooking, you're going to take your filling, put it on one side. Come on, friends. Then you're going to take your cheese, put as little or as much as you'd like. And then this is the majestic moment. You want, so you have your plate ready on standby. This is the faster side because you already cooked most of it through. This is the much quicker side. So next you're going to, should be ready by now. Flip it again. And look at that beautiful color, not burned at all. You're gonna turn off the stovetop. You're gonna get your plate ready, and then more confidence. And then you're gonna ease this out of the frying pan very gently. Look at that. And then you're going to top it with some more cheese, because like, live life to your fullest. Look at that, ladies and gents. Isn't that gorgeous? As you can see, omelets aren't that difficult to make. You definitely just need some time, some patience, and some confidence to make that omelet look this beautiful color and put it on that plate. Let's have a taste, shall we? So, look at that. Oh, everything fell out. Mmm, delicious. So good. Absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen once again. And as always, happy eating and happy dining.